everybody, Sandy here, Kentucky Crafter. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to make a birthday card for my youngest daughter. Her birthday's coming up, and so I thought it would be fun if I made this card with you. And I'm wanting to use up my stash, continue to use up my stash. So I looked through my paper pads, and I had this one called Dream Catcher, or Dream Chaser, and I took a look through here to see if anything would inspire me. Sorry about that, y'all. And my youngest daughter, she's she's a Pisces, and she, is really into she's not really into boho, but she's into moons and stars and just, I don't know. But I can just, I pulled this paper pad out, I thought this would be perfect. And I came across this page, and I thought this page would be perfect for her card. And I'll just show you a few more pages of this paper pad. I've had it for a while. I don't know if it's still available, but just that gold foiling on here. Hopefully that's showing up on the camera okay. And then these cut aparts. And I decided I'd use this cut apart. She's off pursuing her acting and directing career, so I thought that would be appropriate to put on the inside. But these papers are stunning. I can't wait to use them in a journal. Look at that. I love that right there. And then another one. And then I think it starts to repeat. And then here's some bigger cut aparts that I thought were neat. And then that's just gorgeous right there. And then this one, again, that gold detailing. And this is kind of a watercolor effect. And then this one, Be Brave, another more of that gold detailing. And then this last one. Oh, no, I lied. So there's this one, and then the little strips. So I pulled out that one sheet that I showed you, as well as the cut apart. So I made this. My desk is messy. So I made this into kind of a standard 5.5 by 4.5 card. And see, doesn't that look nice? And she's always like, oh, my moon is rising, or I'm in the sun. And I don't understand most of it, but it's fun to learn about it from her. So I have this and this, and then I pulled out some other things that I thought might look nice. So I had this thread, or not thread, but yarn, and it has little sequins in it, and I thought that might look nice. And then I also have these adornments here, and I pulled out this sparkly one right here, and I thought putting that on top. And then I pulled out one of my wax seals, and I thought that might look nice on there. So I didn't know if I wanted to just keep it simple and do like that, or I also pulled out a heart. I thought I could put that on there and put this message up there. So I'm playing around with it. But then I thought I needed something on the heart, because it seemed just a little too plain. So then I pulled out this sticker pad that I also have in my stash from Michael's, and I thought this would look cool on here, and then I could write a little sentiment on there. And then some of these peacock feathers could potentially look nice. So that is what I have thus far, and I thought I might ink up this heart. I feel it's a little, needs a little something. So I'm gonna do that. My cutting mat, I don't have it on this table right now, so I'm just going to use this to try and protect the table. Make sure y'all can see me good. So I start off the paper and then kind of gently swirl onto the paper, and that way you don't get any harsh edges, harsh lines. I think that just adds a little something. And then I feel like these lines are just a little too harsh here. Somehow I want this to look a little less straight. Something was caught on my scissors. So I'm just going to kind of trim at a little angle there. See if that addresses. Yeah, I think that looks good. And let me go get my glue gun. Got my glue gun, warming up here. I have this Lynn Lilly glue gun. It's a Sherlander brand, and I really like it. I did an unboxing on that, if you want to check that out. And then I think I want to round the corners on this. I've had this corner rounder for a long time, back from in my scrapbooking days. And then I think I'll ink that up as well. Let's see what color. I think I'm just gonna do the brown. I'm putting together a little package of stuff to send to her, so I don't necessarily need to worry about the bulkiness of this card. So I think adding this yarn and the wax seal will be just fine. Yeah, she's gonna be 23, and it's kind of crazy story. Back in 2020, February, we flew out to Seattle for her 21st birthday. We're like, woohoo, turning 21. And my older daughter flew out as well, and we just had a fabulous time. We went to a winery outside of Seattle, and we went to some a couple bars, and then her friends threw a surprise party for her at one of her friends' apartments, and that was really fun. Let me grab my glue stick real quick. And we came back, and in Seattle in February, we had started to hear about we had started hearing about the coronavirus in, I guess, January, and it was still over, not in the United States. And we then heard about, the one case in a nursing home outside of Seattle. But we didn't. We're like, well, it's like over an hour away from where she lives. So you know, we went, didn't think anything of it. Nobody was saying restricting travel or anything. So we went, and we got back, and then, you know, just a few, like 2 weeks later, you know, the whole world shut down, essentially. It was crazy. So this poor child turns 21, and then everything shuts down. No bars, no concerts, no plays, you know, nothing. I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. So the last couple of years have been kind of rough on her, just from her career choice and all that. But she's been staying busy and doing a lot of really fun, good work. And, you know, the theaters are starting to open back up. So she's in a play right now, and she's also stage managing. She's in the ensemble and then stage managing. So that's not very centered, but I'm not going to worry about it. But, you know, when we got back from that trip, I was deathly sick. Like, I was in bed, I think, for at least 2 days, maybe 3 days. It was crazy. And I just thought I got like a flu or a stomach bug or something like that. So yeah, that was crazy. Okay, so I glued these down, and then I glued this down, the heart, and now I'm just gonna add this. Excuse me, y'all. And then I am gonna glue this down. I don't think there's anything else I want to add. I think that might be good. I got glue stick on my fingers, so now this is sticking to me. I think this is probably heated up. So I'm just going to put a little glue here. And place that down, kind of scrunched up a little. And then I'm going to put some glue on this. I really like the fine tip on this glue gun. My other one, it's a much bigger, you know, the glue comes out in a much bigger fashion. Oh, I think that's just so sweet. Cute little quick, easy card. I like that. And I thought about maybe adding a little bit of trim on the front. So let me make that decision if I want to do that or not. I thought this was really pretty right here. But I don't know. Or maybe up here. Oh, I kind of like it better up here. Can't decide if I want to add it or not. I think I will. Just be kind of fun. I'll try just to put a little bit of glue. Might need a little bit more glue than that. I want it to point down. Thank you. I like adding junk journaling to my cards. Junk journaling elements. A little bit more there. And I cut this a tad too short. So let me fix that. There we go. There. I think that adds a little something. One more little piece over here. There we go. I like that. And then I thought I wanted to look at a couple of these peacock feathers. See if I want to add that. So I got this peacock feather. Is it even gonna show up? Or maybe I put it up here. No. If it needs it or not. I'm thinking, folks. I don't know if I want it. I kind of like simple. I don't go too overboard on my designs. If y'all haven't figured that out. Now I could do, there's this multicolor, but I really don't have a lot of these other colors on the card. But that might be kind of fun. I might do that. Alright, that's good. Alright, so I'll fill the card out, write her a little note. I'll show you all the other stuff that I am putting in her little Happy Meal package, and show that to you before I send it off. Here are a few of the other things I'm going to send to my daughter. When I was making these, I did a video on how I made these. She had requested this one, so I was going to send her this one. And I thought it would be fun. There's pockets here, 3 different pockets. So I thought it would be fun to send her some tags, blank, and then send her a bunch of little pieces and see what she can come up with and what she can create. So I have 3 of these little teeny tiny paper clips. So I'm going to put them in here. And then I have some little stickers, a typewriter since she likes to type, and then some of these little stamps here, mushroom and some flowers. Oops. And then another little tag, pretty tag with music and butterflies, some top value stamps. I'm kind of keeping, in the yellow theme since this was yellow and she loved it. A couple buttons. I also have just some different lace and trims and stuff, and I'll show that in a minute. I want to get all these little pieces in here first. Some more mushroom stickers, some butterflies, and some birds. Put that with the lace. And I kind of went through my scraps and just picked out, these are ones I made on my Cricut. little words, how to fly. And then just scraps of music paper, some more flower die cuts. Those are Tim Holtz. And some more music paper. And this is a tea-dyed tiny little index card. So it'll be fun, and she can use the extra stuff, a bingo card, scrap, a playing card, and just some other scraps. And she can use these in her journals as well. You know, she doesn't have to use them on these tags. And then I just pulled out some avocado dyed papers and tea dyed papers and some old book pages here, a couple old book pages, and then just some yellow. She can ink this up. She has vintage photo ink and kind of give it a little bit more distressed look like that. So those are those items. Oh, and then also a tea-dyed doily, and then a bunch of these little, this is a little paper scrap, handmade paper, and then just a bunch of little scraps of fabric and ribbon, and I have some yellow lace. I have this black Beautiful. She might want to do something with that. Some other the lace. This is off an old shirt of mine. This is an old sweater of mine. This is off of an old shirt. Oh, and then I have this little teeny tiny tag from the Dollar Tree. And then here's some of the Tim Holtz fabric washi. And just another scrap of ribbon. And then here is some, I don't know what it is, but I got it at Hobby Lobby on clearance, and some sort of ribbon. And then some mushroom ribbon, and then a little bit of lace. And then these are a bunch of little adornment scraps. I threw in a green and a purple just for fun. And then an assortment of yellows here that she could play around with. She could either tie them, punch a hole in these and tie them up with those, or she can, glue the ribbon onto the tags. So those, let me get this all into this package here. Hopefully it'll all fit. So, oops. So I've been wanting to do some of these little kind of fun Happy Meal packs for her. This might be too big to keep that out. Sorry about that. Oh, my camera stopped. So I just finished putting everything into this package, and I put this in the back, and I'm going to write her a little note about, the challenge for this, or not challenge, but, explaining why she's getting all this. All right, so the next thing I'm sending her is this cute little oven mitt and kitchen towel. And, she loves cats. Our cats are technically her cats, even though they're still here. Well, Goose is. And her roommate has a cat. So, and then the other thing I'm sending her, this is one of the colors. It's orange. And they're those little shell things that you can hang, and I have this one here. I'll show it to you all. I got her one. Oh shoot! I got her one at Christmas time, and it came packaged like this, but it was blue, so she wasn't quite sure, exactly how it looked. But we saw one at a vintage mall, a really big one, and it was pretty pricey as well, and there was just no way. We thought, how in the world would we get this back to Seattle without getting it completely tangled? So when I saw this one at a little local store, I thought, oh, this would be perfect to put in her little stocking stuffer. And you can hear they have, I don't think they're glass, but they're some sort of, I don't know what they're made out of, but they're just, the blues and greens are just gorgeous. And when she unpacked it in Seattle, she's like, oh, Mom, I love it. I would love more of these. So I went back down to the store, and they had one left, this orangish brownish one. So I picked it up, and then they had three hanging from the ceiling on display, and I asked if I could buy those, and they said that they would sell them to me, but it wouldn't be till after they change out that display. And I said, well, that's fine. So they gave me a call after they changed out the display, and there were three of them, so I got all three. And I think there were one blue and two orange. So I think she'll have either three blue and two orange, or the other way around. So I'm excited to send these to her. So that's what I am sending her, just a fun little Happy Mail package. And I hope she loves it. So thank you all so much for watching, and let me know what y'all think of this card, and what you think of the little package, ephemera packages that I'm sending her. And I appreciate you all watching, and I will see you all on the next video. Have a great day, you all.